Over the last 2 decades, I've guided professionals, entrepreneurs, and families who worked relentlessly to build wealth. They all had one common concept that managing money was just about saving or investing. But the truth is, if you don't try to master this one financial thing, then all the savings and the investing that you do could potentially not save your financial future. And the next 12 minutes, I'm going to talk about that one overlooked tool that many people don't talk about. It's a concept that I believe separates those who build lasting wealth from those that live paycheck to paycheck. This isn't theory or complicated finance talk. It's straightforward, a practical approach that you can start using today to help you grow and protect your money. By the end of this video, you will have a clear, practical framework that will help you take control of your finances by learning this approach. Before we dive into strategies and numbers, let's dive into the question of what is financial literacy? At its core, financial literacy means understanding how money works, but it's more than balancing a paycheck or paying bills. It's about grasping the big picture of how money flows in and out of your life and how to make it work for you. Think of it as like learning the rules of a game before you play. If you don't know the rules of the game, then you're just guessing. Alarmingly, financial literacy remains low. According to MarketWatch, the average US adult scored about 46% on a basic financial literacy quiz. This highlights the significant gap in financial education. Financial literacy covers everything from budgeting and saving, credit card debt, and understanding the impact of taxes. For example, learning about the power of compound interest may potentially turn a small monthly savings account into a life-changing, powerful nest egg. But if you don't understand interest rates or fees, you may unknowingly pay more on debt or miss out on growth opportunities. It's also about mindset. Financial literacy can help you better understand and plan for the unexpected, not just hope that everything is going to work out okay. Now, having this solid base is critical because the next step is where I see most people have trouble understanding things, and that is investment literacy. So if financial literacy is understanding the game, investment literacy is knowing how to play it. Investing isn't just for Wall Street experts or millionaires. It's the key towards growing your wealth beyond what just a regular savings account could do. But investing comes with risk and complexity that can overwhelm anyone without a clear roadmap. So you should learn about these 5 key concepts. The first one is to adopt diversification. Now, diversification is a method used to help manage risk. Of course, it doesn't guarantee that you won't have any loss in your portfolio. It just helps to spread your money across different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, alternative investments, different asset classes like that, so that when one asset class is not performing well, hopefully maybe the others are not doing as poorly, so that your portfolio isn't just exposed to one area or sector. Secondly, it is so important to understand risk versus reward. Higher risk investments tend to potentially offer higher returns, while of course on the flip side, lower risk investments offer lower returns. But if you're closer to retirement, it's important to understand what kind of risk profile your portfolio has. We want to make sure it's appropriate for the stage that you are in. The next step is to really realize the power of time. The earlier you start investing, the longer your money can work for you and the more that it can work for you. And while the later that you start, the less time we have to really get that compounding into effect. Although, even if you start later, it's still better than not starting at all. The fourth concept is to be aware of what fees and expenses you are paying. Lastly, stay calm and consistent. The markets will go up and down over time. Emotional decisions like panic selling or chasing the hot tip usually hurt more than help. A strong investment plan is built to help weather the ups and downs rather than derailing your goals. Learning about these investment basics can help turn confusion into confidence and to help you avoid basic investing traps. By now, you've got a pretty good understanding of the basics, but money isn't just numbers and charts, it's deeply personal. Your habits, emotions, and mindset shape every financial decision that you ever make, often without you even realizing it. This is where behavioral finance comes in. It's the study of how our psychology impacts the financial decisions that we make, for better or worse. Understanding this side of money is a game changer because no matter how much you might know, if your behavior gets in the way, then your money may not grow the way that it could. For example, we all have a tendency called loss aversion, which means losses hurt more than gains feel good. That's why many people will panic sell when the market dips, locking in losses instead of staying the course and holding their positions. Another common trap is overconfidence, thinking that you can time the market or pick the perfect stock. This often leads to risky bets or disappointment. Then there's the status quo bias, where people will stick to old financial habits, even if they're not working, simply because change just feels too uncomfortable for them. The good news is that by recognizing these biases, you can build habits that work for you and not against you. That might mean automating your investment decisions, setting clear financial goals, or creating rules to avoid emotional decisions like not checking your investment portfolio every day. Financial success is as much about mastering your mind as it is about mastering the markets. So building self-awareness and discipline is part of your financial literacy journey, and it is the foundation for your financial future. With knowledge and mindset in place, it's time to focus on where you want to go in your financial future. Planning isn't just about budgets or spreadsheets. It's about setting realistic goals that give your money purpose. Whether it's buying your dream home, funding your kids' education, or retiring comfortably, planning turns your dreams into achievable steps. Start by defining what your priorities are. What matters most to you? This clarity helps to guide your decisions and keeps you motivated when sacrifices are needed. Next, break your goals into short-term, medium-term, and long-term. Short-term goals could be something like saving up for an emergency fund or paying off debt. Medium-term could be about saving for retirement or building up a down payment, whereas long-term could be about protecting your wealth and saving it for future generations. I believe a good plan includes a safety net. Life is unpredictable, so having insurance, an emergency fund, and a flexible budget can help you from setbacks that can halt your progress. And remember, a plan is not set in stone. It needs regular check-ins and adjustments as your life evolves. Financial planning is a living process, not just a one-time task. Finally, don't forget to consider taxes, estate planning, and legacy goals. These often get overlooked but can significantly impact what you're able to pass on. When you combine all of these elements, you're no longer just managing money. You're building a future on your own terms with confidence. Now that you have a foundation, a mindset, and a plan, let's talk about how you can pull all of this into action. Here's a step-by-step plan that you can actually start today. The first step is to educate yourself daily. Financial literacy grows with consistent learning. Set aside 10 to 15 minutes to read articles, listen to podcasts, or watch videos about money management, investing, and personal finance. The second step is to track your money. You can't improve what you don't measure. So start tracking your income, expenses, and debt. Use a simple spreadsheet or one of the many free budgeting apps. This will help you to see where your money goes, spot waste, and to create room for savings. The next step is to make your savings and investing automatic. Set up direct deposits or automatic transfers to a savings or investment account every time you get paid. This removes that temptation to spend first and ensures your money is working for you regularly. The fourth step is to build your emergency fund. According to US News, over 40% of Americans lack an emergency fund. Highlighting the importance of this step, aim to save 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a liquid, high-yield money market. This safety net is designed to keep you from going into debt debt when life throws unexpected challenges your way. Step 5 is to manage and reduce debt. High interest debt is a wealth killer. According to Forbes, as of early 2025, the average American had about $6,455 worth of credit card debt, emphasizing the need for more efficient education around this. Prioritize paying off credit card debt and loans as soon as possible. You can utilize strategies like the debt snowball method or avalanche to keep you motivated and engaged in the process. Consider diversifying your investments, as I mentioned earlier. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket and start small. Even micro investment apps or low-cost index funds can be a great way to get started. Over time, consider increasing the portfolio diversification to help manage risk and reduce volatility. The last step is to seek professional help when needed. There is no shame in getting professional assistance, especially when you have complex situations like tax issues, estate planning, and complex or advanced investing. Find a financial planner or advisor that acts as a coach and not a salesperson to help keep you on track. Taking these steps steadily will help to build your financial literacy and confidence. All right, let's not forget what I feel might be the most important factor in your financial journey, and that is your mindset. It's very tempting to focus on quick wins or immediate pleasures, but in my opinion, real wealth takes time to build. You need to start thinking in terms of years, decades, generations when it comes to building wealth. This helps to resist impulsive spending and helps you stay committed to your goals. Then the markets will have ups and downs and throw you all sorts of curveballs. Discipline is sticking to your plan even when it's hard, and patience is trusting in the process over time. They are your best allies for success. Your financial mistakes or setbacks are not failures, they're opportunities to learn. Instead of beating yourself up, analyze what happened and adjust your strategy. This resilience builds confidence and sharpens your skills. Also, you can't predict the economy, you can't predict the market, or you can't predict life's surprises. And your attitude. Concentrate your energy there. Lastly, spend time imagining what financial success looks like for you. What freedoms will it give you? This vision fuels your motivation and guides your daily decisions. With this mindset shift, managing money moves from a chore to a powerful tool to achieving freedom and fulfillment. So most people think money is just a tool, but money is never just money. It is a mirror. The way that you relate to money says more about your inner world than it does about your financial goals. If you're consistently undercharging for your skills or hesitating to ask for a raise, it might not be about the market. It might be about how you value yourself. If you find yourself spending to be seen or feel valid, it might not be a budgeting problem. It might be emotional. If you save obsessively, it might be fear. It may not be logic, long before you ever touched a dollar. Most of your money habits were shaped by childhood experiences. Cultural narratives or family dynamics. Where you come from quietly dictates every decision we make. This is the part that most financial conversations miss. You have good strategy, but still feel out of control if your relationship with money is built on fear or scarcity. But once you see money not just as currency, but as a reflection of who you are and what you think you deserve, you can start to rewrite your script. In my experience, many people fail with money because they never learned how to think about money in a way that puts them in control. Now you know better. You see how one thing may separate people who consistently feel behind from those who quietly and consistently are able to build wealth. And the good news is that it's not too late to shift. If you are looking for a plan that makes sense for your life, your values, and your goals, then let's talk. I'm opening up a few spots for a complimentary strategy call. We'll sit down together, we'll walk through your current financial plan, and we'll seek to uncover blind spots that could be costing you far more than you realize. Click the link below in the description to book your session today, because the sooner you start to understand how to use this tool, the sooner your money starts to work for you and not the other way around. As always, thank you so much for watching today. And if you enjoyed this video, then I'll think you will enjoy this next video on if having $1 million is enough for your retirement. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video.